Hi guys, for this time I would like to talk about staying home, the ethic of staying home in the face of a coronavirus season or flu season. What I do at home, just stay home, do activity with your kids if you have kids, doing like project at home, like painting or writing or cooking or cleaning the house. It's a positive thing, or doing yoga at home or exercise at home. So what I did, and teaching my kids also for alphabet and something drawing for her. And also during this time is very hard time. So many people die. I'm so sad to hear the news, and then I check in the United States in the highest in the world. So very sad. So all in the world get spread because of from the kind of virus or COVID-19. So what I do is every day. So when I get up, so I take a hot water, you know, and eat a breakfast, and I take a tea daily at least uh, 3 days at 3 times a day. I always drink warm water. I don't drink any ice or something because easy for me to make sneezing. And also I take a daily every day. I take vitamins. I took a fish oil every day. I take long time. I've been forever to take this. Even though coronavirus is no coronavirus, is good though for natural sausage fish oil 1400 milligram. So helps support healthy heart plus, and also support a healthy triglycerides with a normal range. But this is for mostly for health, for heart. you know I took every day since long time ago until today. And also I take multivitamins. So multivitamins is good for your immune system. So complete with the 29 nutrition. So B vitamins may help support carbohydrate, fat and protein metabolism, and also for energy metabolism, human health, metabolism support, overall well-being. That's that one. I take the supplement fact. Vitamin E, they come with vitamin E. They come with vitamin E 1050 milligram. Amount per serving percent is 117%. And also they come with vitamin C 60 milligram, 67%. They come with vitamin D2, so 25 milligram mcg, 125%. Vitamin E 13.5 milligram, this percent is 90%. Vitamin K 25 milligram, 21%. And then thiamine 1.5 milligram, so the percent will be 125%. Erythropoietin 1.7 milligram, 131%. Niacin 20 milligram, 125%. And then they come with vitamin B6 2 milligram, come 118%. Folate 680 170%. Vitamin B12 6 mcg, 250%. And then biotin 30 mcg, 100%. Pantothenic acid 10 milligram, 200% calcium, 200 milligram, 15% iron, 18 milligram. So, and then the other one is phosphorus, 20 milligram, 2%, iodine 150 mcg, 100%, magnesium is 50 milligram, and zinc 11 milligram, 100%, selenium 55 mcg, 100%, copper 0.5 milligram, 56%, magnesium 2.3 milligram, 100%, chromium 35 mcg, 100%, beryllium 45 mcg, 100%, chlorine 72%, 3%, potassium 80 milligram, 2%. So I took daily value. I took 1 day 1 time plus fish oil in the morning. 2 of them I put together 1 time also per day. And I do have for my daughter, she is 3 years old, I took vitamins since she was little, and then since she was baby they have special vitamin for the baby, but this one she's 3 years old, so I gave her complete multivitamin gummies. This is good for the kids. I gave her every day 1 day 1 time, you know, since she was born until today. So this is good for immune system also. So pediatrician recommend this is 33% less sugar than bleeding brand. There is food is always the best sources for nutrition, but vitamins can help. So 2 gummies have 117% more vitamin A than 1 SCA product. So they come with supplement facts. So supplement fact is come with calorie, carbohydrates, sugar, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, vitamin B6, folic acid, vitamin B12, biotin, valproic acid, iron, zinc, selenium. This is every day I give my daughter also 1 day 1 time. So, and then what I do is I do exercise daily, at least 20 minutes and at home. Okay, and then when I go to work, so I'm wearing masker plus gloves, and before I leave from home I do wash my hands daily with the soap for 20 seconds with warm water. So very often, so I might be wash, especially when I'm off, I maybe wash very often. And then if I don't have it in the car, I do have also sanitizer. I bought it long time ago, and then I'm glad I had it. And also I do it for good healthy. I try, you know, like salad every day when I go lunch for work, and including at home too, plus fruit like orange or mango or anything or fruit. I take it also every day for my immune system, because I work outside home, so you know I deal with many customer to see people a lot, so I do taking care of myself. I hope, thanks God, I'm not sick until today. So you know, and then I do every day before I go to work or after I go to work or I stay home when I off, I take at least minimum 30 minutes every day. I took sun bath, and yep. So you can take a sun bath between during like 8 in the morning to 2 p.m. To 5 p.m. That is warm day. It's good also. This is for edit for your vitamin D. Okay, so now the ethic of staying home during coronavirus, I think is good for lockdown, As the novel coronavirus spreads, we are all faced with questions about how best to care of ourselves for and for others in a public health crisis. The reality the relatively young and healthy may think they are unlikely to get sick or worse to die from this, and according to experts, they would be right. Statistics from around the world show that with each additional decade of life, the risk of fatality from COVID-19 increases. Some number indicate that those over 80 may have as much as 10 times the risk of dying as those in their 50s. But even those who wouldn't suffer uh, direct consequences from infection or even exhibit symptoms could still expose more vulnerable people, whether the elderly, uninsured and uninsured, undocumented or unwell to the disease. In the absence of a vaccine or treatment, social distancing or limiting non-essential gatherings in one way to slow that spread. Of course, in the growing list of places including China, Italy, and New Brussels, New York government issued uh, quarantines, curfew, curfews, and other restrictions are already in effect. And some employers and schools have already mandated work or study from home, removing the pressure of dedicating whether to keep our staff of our children home. But for many others, how to proceed responsibility becomes something of a personal moral quandary. Expert and everyday citizens alike are using epidemiology, ethics, and lessons from past pandemic to help us dedicate how and when to isolate ourselves. You know, so since then, it's better so you stay home unless you don't have to go to or I go to out if I need to go to the grocery market to buy food. What we owe to each other, what we owe to each other, that is for community if you're doing the right thing. Uh, I read in articles or news that Jim Thomas is an associate professor of epidemiology at the University of North Carolina and was the lead author of American Public Health Association Code of Ethics, a document that balances the value of individual independence against societal interdependence when it comes to public health. We lose some of our autonomy by being in society, Thomas said, and we take an obligation by living with others. The obligation for a sick person or someone who knows they have been have exposed is clear, and said Thomas, stay home Let's say you have attended a conference where somebody testing positive. He said, I would be seriously considering staying home from other events because I could be infected and not know it. The obligation for someone healthy in what he calls a low risk place with relative few confirmed cases is a little more clear. When we spoke on a Tuesday evening, and then I read it in the article, Thomas was driving with his wife to see the musical Les Miserables at a theater in Durham, North Carolina. He pointed out there were the fewer than 10 cases in his whole state, but that if he were in Los Angeles, like me, where I live, so now is I live from far away from Los Angeles, about 2.5 hours. You know, the Los Angeles, there is a lot of cases also. And then the second cases in America, the first one was a lot of in New York City, and number two is Los Angeles. It's very sad. And number three, I think Seattle. I read it in the news. It's every day the increase. Where the account was hovering around 19, he might behave more consciously about going somewhere. He might become exposed or infected, what he said by the article. So where could I become infected? What he said, I could be risk to other people. So I could be a burden to the healthcare system. He said there are other ways to I could affect society than I should care about. So being that one, including like taking care of good habit, like from your food, wash your hand daily, and taking of vitamins, you know, or take exercise, and also have a good stress, good sleep, taking a lot of rest, you know, if you need it. So at least you have to sleep at least minimum 6 hours to 8 hours every night, so help your human system, you know. So not to stress, not stress, just take it easy. So, and then also I order Echinacea that is good also for immune system. So okay guys, so I hope enjoying your TV at my video. Don't forget to click like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.